What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated. Listen, big time win for them boys. Winning 6 in a row by beating the Lakers 112-100. The captain and the big cat played really well, but it wasn't them, man. It was the supporting cast led by Landry Shamet. 23 points for him and OG Anunoby. 25 big points for him. Josh Hart added in 20 points. And even though the big cat had a double-double and so did the captain, the supporting cast came through today with a huge game, and that is pretty much who won the game for us, man. Fabulous game from everybody. Great win from them boys. Appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me tonight. Eddie Kofi, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Rondo, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Big Taz, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Lionel Monis, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live on this Sunday night. Big time win for them boys by 12 by beating the Lakers. Statement win tonight. Flexing our muscle to the rest of the league. 6 wins in a row. Looks like we got our footing back, people. Looks like we got our footing back. Great win for them boys. Great win for them boys by 12 tonight, man. Very convincing. Very convincing win, I thought. One Shot D, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live, man. Namrit, what's going on? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Disc Rover, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Jay Supreme, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Listen, great win for them boys, man. Great win for them boys. Big shouts to the captain and, of course, the big cat. All-stars, those guys being named. Brunson, a starter. The big cat is a reserve, 6-time All-NBA, 6-time All-Star for him. The big cat, Brunson's 3rd All-Star in a row. And they look like All-Stars tonight. Listen, they didn't get it done offensively. But I thought big-time double-doubles from them. The big cat, 11 points and 13 rebounds. His 33rd double-double of the season. Leads the NBA on top of leading the league in rebounding. 13 rebounds for him. But the captain, I thought, was great. Dishing out dimes tonight. He didn't have it going offensively, but so what? He contributed to winning by dishing 12 points and 13 assists for the captain. Man, listen, this was a total team win. Total team win. Total team win. You got to be happy, man. Listen, guys, they were going zone. And what do you do to a zone? You hit it down the middle, right there. Guy flashing to the free throw line, and that guy should be kicking it out to threes. And guys are knocking down their shots tonight. Knicks shot really, really good from 3-pointers tonight. Knicks shot 43% from 3, 18 for 42, pretty much destroying that zone that JJ Redick was trying to throw out there. But also, too, guys, we shot great from the field. 43 for 91, 47% from the field. We out-rebounded them as well by 10. 46-36 on the glass, man. Board man wins games. Talked about that numerous times. It's fabulous game, man. Fabulous game altogether from this team, man. You have to love it, man. You have to love exactly how we're looking as of late. Look more like a team. Look more like a team, man, which I love. Which I love. Knicks were controlling the ball today. Not too many turnovers. They had 11 turnovers, which led to, they only had 10 turnovers, which led to 10 points for the Lakers. And we pretty much got 11 turnovers from them, which led to our 19 points. Points in the paint was pretty even, 46-40. But I think also, too, guys, we have to be honest here. We're getting after it defensively, right? We shut them down that second half. Just a couple of scores. Like you see, they got 100, but they was pretty much at 97 for the longest here. I thought that's pretty much what the Knicks were going to end off with. But listen, defensively, we shut them down the second half. The only one that was really getting busy was Luka, right? But outside of that, LeBron is a shell of himself. He's still a good ball player, but it's time for him to retire because he looks like basically a role player. And we locked it in defensively, man. And you got to love it, man. You got to love it because that's really what we won a game at, I thought. I mean, of course, they couldn't throw the ball on the river. They couldn't shoot. They couldn't knock it down from 3, and we were knocking it down from 3. So that, of course, that's a shift and everything. But the reality is that I just thought defensively we got after it. We got after it defensively. And that's a big part to why we've been really playing really, really well and have won 6 in a row. 5 are our last 6. Well, not today, but I could say today. They scored at the end. So I'll say, yeah, okay, we did. But most of these games, we've been holding teams under 100 points, right? And you can see it defensively today, how we did that. I thought we got after it on that end of the court, man. But, OG Anunoby and, of course, Lane Shamber, those guys were huge today. Extremely, extremely huge. Thomas Banks, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live tonight. Hope everyone's doing well on a Sunday evening, man. Right before we get back to the rise and grind tomorrow, to grind the city. Still freezing out here in New York City, but so what feels better, man, when you have a great win by the Knicks on Sunday night. Eric Green, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live, man. Tony, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rocking with LV Live. Long time no see, Tony. Glad to see you back. Great win for them boys, man. Great win for the boys. What I think kind of changed the dynamic of this game, I thought Tyler Kolek's minutes were exceptional. When he came in, he changed the pace of things. He did. He was knocking down a couple of threes, finding guys, cutting and stuff like that. I thought he started changing because the captain didn't have it tonight, which is cool. But I thought Kolek's energy and what he was doing offensively for that second unit kind of changed things. His pace and just how well he played. I thought he was solid coming off the bench tonight, and we did not skip a beat at all. His facilitating was great in that second quarter, and it carried over into the third, too, when he came back in. And the third quarter, honestly, is where we really won this game at, right? The game was pretty even, right? 33-27. The Lakers won in the first quarter. Second quarter, 25-23. Like I said, we got after it defensively. But Tyler Kolek came in and kind of, made things a little closer. But that third quarter is where we pretty much won the game. We won that third quarter 38-26. And that's where the Knicks took it over. And after that, the Lakers couldn't catch back. They just couldn't. And we shut them down in that fourth quarter. They only scored 18 points in that fourth quarter to our 22. And defensively, we just got after it. We just did. And that was it, man. That's what you love to see, man. That's what you love to see. And we're starting to kind of get an identity here with this team, which I think is extremely, extremely awesome, man. So you got to love what you're seeing. You have to. Gravity, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live tonight, man. Big time win for them boys, 112-100. OG Anunoby, 25 points, 8 rebounds. So those Tyler Kolek's minutes were great. What do you guys say about OG Anunoby, man? Listen, I mean, when he's this aggressive, man, you gotta love it. Did you guys see that one play, man, when he grabbed the rebound between two Lakers and then goes back up and slams it? Playing with aggression, man. Aggression. And that's what you want. That's what you want. Like I've talked to you guys, I've stressed this. You got to go to that bar and finish strong. And that's one thing he does. He's using all that 6'8", 250 pounds of his and moving and grooving, as Clive would say, but playing power basketball. He was 9 for 15 from the floor today, but 4 for 8 from 3. He's starting to find his three-point stroke now. And 8 boards for OG Anunoby. Fabulous game for him, man. Fabulous game. Of course, with the top dogs, Brunson and Cat not really having it offensively. I thought he really, truly picked it up. Of course, on top of Shamet, but him especially. Because he had no one that could check him. Like I said, LeBron's a shell of himself. Who out there can really guard OG? Who's out there? LeBron's just not the same guy. He just isn't. And so OG was taking full advantage. Luka plays no defense. We know that. And so he was taking advantage, man, those mismatches, attacking the rim. And then also, too, it was great also with the passes. We all had 30 assists tonight. And, when we're at 30 assists, man, we're extremely, extremely well as a team. We're passing the ball around. The Big Cat was making great passes, finding Mikal Bridges on the baseline. Kolek finding Mikal Bridges, cutting baseline as well. Josh Hart finding guys, Brunson finding guys in the middle. I mean, we just was passing the ball around, man. Extremely, extremely well. 30 assists once again for this team, which is awesome. And with sharing is caring. But all in all, man, you got to love exactly how he looked today, man. We're getting better, guys. We're getting better, getting better. You guys still think we need to make a trade? You think we still need to move off of these guys? What do you think? If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Why would you mess something up right now? It seems like we're starting to catch our stride. Should we run it back with these guys? Should we run it back with these guys? I think so. I've always been saying that. I mean, I've had my issues with the whole stuff that's been going on with Cat, and I'm saying if you don't want to use this guy and you don't like him, then fine, move off him and find a big that you want in there. But it seems like Cat is playing extremely, extremely well. I don't even think he shot any threes tonight. What did he take? 1 3? Took 1 3. Everything else was in the Baja. right? So all in all, man, we're just playing extremely great team basketball. Also, too, man, I love the minutes too. Technically we played 9 guys. Though Diawara came and gave him a good minutes. He only played 5 minutes, man. I don't know what's going on with that, but whatever. We're still sticking with that 8-man, 9-man rotation, right? Really 8-man. Deuce is still down with the ankle management. So Kohler came in and gave great minutes. Mitch had 23 minutes tonight, 26 minutes from Shamet, 14 minutes from Kolek. I would have liked Kolek to play at least about 17 minutes, and I would have liked Diawara to play at least 10 minutes. I think there was pockets in the game where you could have found that. You could have stole some minutes from those guys. But the starters played decent minutes. OG Anunoby, 34 minutes. Cat, 32. Josh Hart, he's back to he's back to Tom Thibodeau minutes. He played 36 minutes tonight. Bridges played only 30 minutes, which I think is good. And the captain played 37, right? So he played the most minutes out of everybody. Well, no, I love the distribution of the minutes, right? So it's a great team win, man. Great team win. Great team win. I thought everybody contributed, especially their supporting cast, man. Vibes, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV live tonight. Big time win for the boys, 112-100. OG Anunoby, 25 big points, 8 rebounds for him. Mike Stezo, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV live tonight. Big time win for the boys. Huge win. Statement win tonight on Sunday night. Beautiful win, man. Beautiful win, beautiful win. 6 in a row for them boys. 6 in a row for them boys. Let me go in here in the chat, man, see what everyone's talking about. Once again, man, I appreciate everybody coming through Rock with me, man. It's truly appreciated. The Sunday evening, you could be with anybody else, but you came here to rock out with me, LV, at 20K on the YouTube. It's all because of you guys that boy hit that 20K, man. So I appreciate you guys coming through rocking with me, man. So I see about 55 people in there. So please, if you come through, please hit that like button for me, please. Please hit that like button for your boy, AV, man. LV, man. I'm rocking for y'all. Okay, Rondo says, what up, LV, man? Another great team win. The defense got better and the ball movement was all around, right? The ball was moving all around. Agreed, man. Agreed. Rondo, listen, you ain't lying, man. The defense, to me, what picks it up, man. The defense is what's picked it up, and that's kind of like what's changed things here. Guys' commitment on that side of the basketball, and I think that's gotten better, and it's opened up things offensively to where we're sharing the rock. Everyone's eating. And you know, I wasn't upset at all with how we played today. I thought we played really, really, really well. Even on some certain possessions, we kind of messed up certain things. I just thought we played extremely well. We were a better team tonight. But I think we're a better team altogether. I mean, of course, when they bring back Austin Reeves, when he comes back, they're going to be a different team. But pound for pound, I think we're a better team. And I think we proved that tonight. Lionel Moses' statement, win, man. Could LeBron be his last game at the Garden? Yo, I don't know, man. What you think? I think he's coming back, man. I think he's coming back for another year, man. I think he's coming back for another year. That's just my opinion. One Shot D says, Cat's not going nowhere. We playing great team basketball. One Shot D, man. That's how I agree with you, man. He's an all-star, man. I mean, this guy, come on, man. Back-to-back all-star. Yeah, come on, man. Six time in his 10-year career, man. I mean, the guy is exceptional basketball player, man. Exceptional. This Grover says, and you people wanted Garrison Matthews in the offseason. Every game, I am more and more vindicated. This Grover, well said, sir. Well said and well played. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. You've been screaming for Shamet from the beginning. When they was going through that whole, who should we get? Should it be Brogdon, Shamet, or Matthews? People were saying Matthews. He was knocking it down in the preseason. But this Grover, you said you guys are bugging. It's Shamet. It's Shamet's time. And yo, man, he's playing really, really well. And here's the thing, guys. He's been playing really well since the beginning of the season. This is not an outlier, what he did today. He's been playing consistently well all year. And to be honest with you, this Grover, it seems like we're a better team when he's out there. Out there meaning when he's in uniform and he can play. He's in the rotation. We seem like a better team. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Eddie Kofi says this team needed a consistent shooter, and we have one in Shamet. Agreed. He's definitely a knockdown shooter, man. Listen, guys, look, that's the NBA, man. Look, when you're wide open like that, knock it down, man. Knock it down. That's it. I mean, you guys are the best basketball players in the world. You know, knocking down them threes are like making layups for these guys. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you do. Knock it down, man. You're wide open, knock it down. And I thought that's what he did tonight, man. Shamet's been doing that consistently the whole season. Even prior to him having the shoulder injury, right? He was doing that all year. All year. Thomas Banks says, great win, LV, man. The defense and toughness. Agreed, sir. Agreed. Totally agree with you on that. Totally agree with you on that. Eric Green. What's good, LV, man? Total team win. Cat is accepting his role, and we are looking dangerous again. Eric Green, that's well said, man. That's well said. And I'm glad you mentioned that about Cat accepting his role. And that is maybe what the team meeting was about, strictly not with him, but I think with everybody. Even Bridges coming out and saying stuff that he said the other night about, being coachable and stuff like that, right? So I think that's what it was, right? Guys had to realize what the team wanted from them, what they needed from these guys to do based on Mike Brown and what he's trying to do. So, I think all these guys have kind of taken a back seat to a lot of different things, all of them. So, guys are identifying what the team needs for them to do. And, in the words of Mikal Bridges, they all probably felt entitled. I think this is everybody because it wasn't just one guy or two guys where we had problems. It was everybody. We looked terrible those 9 games, right? And so I think everybody's been accepting their roles and just really identifying what's important. And Mitch said it. Remember I played that for you guys after the game, the post game that he mentioned that. He said they had a conversation about guys and their roles and guys accepted their roles. And that's why they look the way they look, man. And guys are rolling, man. We're rolling. Got to be happy. Tony. Let me see here. All right, what up, LV, man? This was a great one for me. And my dad went to the gym. Went to the game, driving back home. What a great. Oh, man, yo, Tony, that's dope, man. That's dope. You went to the game with your pops. That's awesome, man. That's really, really good. I hope tell your pops I said what's up. And I hope he enjoyed himself tonight at the Garden, man. Big shouts to you and your pops, man. Awesome. Big Taz says, I'm good. Ducking this cold and enjoying the Knicks win. Oh, yeah. Trying to deal with this cold. Yeah, this is nasty out, man. It's nasty out, man. The scorer says, if Tyler develops a more consistent 3, he's going to command a lot of money when his contract with us to end, right? Agreed. That's the key, man. When little guys like that, this Grover, they gotta be able to knock it down, man. They gotta be able to knock it down because they're smaller guards. You know what I mean? Most of these guys are 6'7", 6'8". So when you're about 6'2", 6'3", right? When you're around that height, right? You can kind of you got to be able to knock it down, man. Because if you can't knock it down, you're not gonna be able to play in this league. You're just not. So totally agree with you on that. Eddie Kofi says, Coach Brown should know by now the players to use each quarter. Agreed. Big Taz says, I think it's awesome that Kolek remained ready, even though his name wasn't being called for a good amount of games. Big Taz, well said, sir. But that's part of being a pro, man. That's part of being a pro. Be ready when your name is called. And I thought that he was exceptional with that. And so I thought it was awesome. So I was just glad to see, man, when your number's called, you got to be ready to go. That's really that simple. I mean, you're a pro now, man. So that's kind of like how it is. Yo, Tim, what's going on, man? Long time no see, man. I hope all is well with you, Tim. Harlem Bronx all day, man. You know the Uptown Harlem. You know that, man. BX, what up? Everybody for the Bronx, throw the Mexes up, man. Hope all is well. Blue Boogie, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live, man. Jay Fly. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. It's my first time seeing you, J2 Fly. But listen, man, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, man. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live, man. Truly, truly do. Music Man PK5, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with me, man. I haven't seen you in a while. If it's your first time coming through rocking with me and my crew, man, please subscribe to this channel, man. This is what we do. After every Knicks game, man, big shouts to everybody out there, man. Oh, your boy LV hit 20K, man. This is all because of y'all, man. It's all because of y'all. You see what I'm saying? Like, I have fun with this, man. This is something I do part-time. You know what I mean? This is fun. But I really do it with y'all, man. I like rapping with my Knicks fans, Giants fans, too. You see back there. This is what I do, man. So I really, really enjoy it, man. Just chopping it up with y'all. But yeah, that 20K, man, so because of y'all. I mean, I'm gonna get sponsors and all that. LV's gonna get into all that because once again, I'm doing this. This is a one-man show. You know what I mean? So certain things I'm building up to. Definitely gonna have the call-in line for y'all too. I'm supposed to have that, but like I said, it's a one-man show. So I'm definitely gonna have that for you guys. But show, man, this is it's cool, man. 20K, man. That's all because of y'all, man. So I appreciate y'all. rocking with me, man. It's truly, truly appreciated, especially on this Sunday night, man. Truly appreciated. But great win for them boys. Great win for them boys. Okay, let me go in here, man. Vibes. Yep, I remember when you had 17 subs, LV. Yo, Vibes, word up, right? That was back in the dungeons. That's right, Vibes. That's why you one of my day ones, homeboy. That's right, I remember that. Vibes, you came a long way, fam. Yo, word up. Word up, I had a small background in the back. Remember that? I ain't have all this. You know what I'm saying? My joint was like this. My joint was tight, Vibes. That's what I was working out the dungeon. You know what I'm saying? I got my little office here. You know what I'm saying? I got a nice little layout here too. We're gonna hook it up. Me and Miss LV, she gonna hook me up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tighten it up and get the call in. We're gonna do some things, especially going into next season, man. We're definitely gonna tighten some things up. Okay. Vibe says Yabu, Bridges, Deuce, and Clarkson can go. Nah, you gotta keep Deuces. You gotta keep Bridges, man. Gotta keep Bridges and Deuce, man. But Vibes, who you trying to get? Vibes, we good money. We good money. Vibes, you still trying to get Giannis? Yo, I don't know if I want to touch Giannis, Vibes. I'm not trying to touch him, man. I'm not trying to touch him, man. I'm not trying to do that, man. Not now. Not now, Vibes. Not now. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of bad timing. Especially with that calf. Yo, listen, man. I told you guys, I did a show on it. That could be dangerous for the Knicks right now, man. Because that guy, that's like that calf injury, that's like a ticking time bomb. You know what I mean? It don't matter. He might step one way, a certain play or something, that thing just pop on him. You know what I'm saying? With that calf. I don't know, man. That's best. That's not good money over there, Vibes. That's not good money, man. It's not good money over there. It's not. Nah. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's shaky right there, man. Mike Stezo says, salute, King, man. Continue. Oh, man, Mike, yo, I appreciate that, man. I truly, truly do, man. I truly, truly do. I do this for y'all, man. So, truly appreciate it, man. I do. Trust me when I tell you that, man. I come on here rocking with y'all. Big shouts to Vibes. He's right, man. It was just me and like 2 dudes up here, 4 people. You know what I'm saying? We just chopping it up for like a half an hour, just doing it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, everybody's coming through, man. So, I appreciate it. But I'm not. One thing about LV, man, is I don't take this like I'm the man and nothing like that. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I know that this is like this because of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I make sure I get y'all comments up here. And, you know, I'm definitely gonna get the call line because I want to hear y'all talk. And, you know, because I do this for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I know that these accomplishments and certain things that I got, it ain't because of me. This is all because of us. So that's why I say y'all my family. Like we come through, we chop it up, speak Knicks. You know, Giants, of course, when they tighten up, you know what I mean? I'm doing my shows on them. But I know this is all because of y'all. I don't take this like, oh, this is all me. Nah. Y'all make this pump, man. Y'all make this pump. You know what I'm saying? So trust me, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all, I truly, truly do. Okay, so Mike Stezo says OG should be an all-star reserve. I don't know, man. You know what it is, Mike? If he would have been like this all year, yeah, but he's too inconsistent, Mike. He's like up and down. And what I know about him, Mike, I've been peeping too with OG. If OG ain't getting a rock, he kind of fall back defensively. You guys notice that? Like if he ain't getting a rock, he ain't scoring, his defense drops. And that's something I've been paying attention with him because when we were struggling, he wasn't really scoring like that. And then he also wasn't defending. 2 dudes was breaking him down, going base. I'm like, yo, OG, what you doing? Just bad rotations. He wasn't playing well. Now he's scoring. Now he's playing them passing lanes. You see him tonight, stealing, blocking shots. That's because he's scoring. Right now, he motivated to play D. That's the thing with OG. And like I told you guys, there was rumors out there. Rumors circulating that a lot of people was kind of, you know, dudes in the locker room was tight because they wasn't getting the rock. They felt like, yo, they could score too. And there kind of some issues floating around about the captain not passing the pill, man. So it wasn't just Cat. You know what I mean? Back there, it was stuff people was tight because they feel like Brunson taking all the shots and he ain't passing. And I wouldn't be surprised if someone that was OG. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised. Because remember, guys, when he came to the Knicks, that's why he left Toronto. Because he wanted to have a place where he can kind of show his whole offensive, you know, bag. He wanted to do that. And he felt that he couldn't really do that in Toronto. They just wanted him to play defense. So when he came over here, he was like, all right, This is where I feel like I can get busy. So you see him sometimes when he's not shooting, when he ain't getting the rock, he kind of start falling back on defense. Like you kind of see his intensity on the defense kind of goes down. So that's the only thing with him, Mike. He's got to be more consistent. Like even if he's not getting the rock, he got to still tighten up on D, because that's the one thing that makes OG great. He's a great two-way player, but you just got to kind of keep him engaged, man. You got to keep him engaged, because if he ain't engaged like that, you see him kind of start slacking. Nick Yak, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV live tonight, man. Big time win for the boys, 112-100. Landry Shamet, 23 points, 3 rebounds. Shamet was also a monster from the arc. 6 for 10 from 3, 60% from three-point line tonight. Landry Shamet. Yo, guys, that's why, yo, man, as much as you love Tibbs, man, that was criminal that he didn't play that dude in the playoffs like that, right? Criminal. Imagine this guy, man. If you would have played him last year, we would be in the finals, man. We would be in the finals. If he would have played him and Delon Wright, man, we would have beat them boys, man. They were not a better team than the Knicks, man. Tibbs he's stubborn and he got out-coached. But imagine if you would have played Shamet, man. Imagine that. I think we're in the finals, man. I think we're in the finals. And the way we were playing in the playoffs last year, we might have beat OKC. You see, Indiana took them 7 games. I thought we was better than the Pacers, man. They just stole one in the Garden at game 1, man, and then Tibbs just started doing nonsense. Shamet's been big, man. Been big for us this year. What about that game? What was it? Miami he played, right? Well, how much he had that night? I forgot how much he had. Didn't he have like 40 piece? I could be wrong, but it was like 38 or something, remember? When Brunson wasn't playing. And it was him and Cat that got busy. Shamet went berserk against the Heat. Yo, he's been having a really, really good year, man. Listen, he's someone I really, really want the Knicks to really keep. I really love him coming off the bench. I would love for the Knicks to continue to really, you know what I'm saying, really just keep him, man, because I really love what he brings, man. I really, really love what he brings. I really love what he does. And I just think he's a perfect piece. You know what I'm saying? He's a perfect piece. He doesn't need the rock, really, man. He doesn't. He flows with the offense. And then, you know, he knocks down wide open shots, man. That's all you want with guys like that, right? You don't really want him to try to take over the game and try to do extra stuff. You don't want him to do that. You want him to play his role and be the best player in his role. But most importantly, knock down shots. Knock down shots. When you're open, knock them down. When you're open, knock them down. And I think for me, that's the biggest point. And he's becoming a star in his role, man. He's becoming a star in his role. And that's all you want from a guy like that, because then that's what completes the team, because guys are able to really identify what their role is, be the best at it. We win games, and that's it. Everyone's happy because everybody's identifying their role. No one's trying to do extra stuff. We don't need you to try to do extra stuff. Play. What's your job? Come off the bench, knock down shots, play defense. That is it. That is it. And for me, that's the beauty of what I think what Shamet is doing, man. You know what I'm saying? And listen, guys, he's been having a really, really good season, man. Really, really good season. Even like I said, even prior to the shoulder injury, he was playing really, really good basketball for us, man. Really good basketball. And so you have to be extremely happy with how he's playing, and just being a really, really great role player, man. Being a really great role player. Not complaining, guys complaining about minutes and getting shots and stuff like that. He ain't doing none of that. And that's what you want. That's what you want. Guys understand their roles, identify, and that's obviously what they've been talking about. Guys have been saying the same thing, saying the same stuff. Guys, accepting their roles, I'm buying, like all the stuff. We over me, right? Look at all the things these guys are screaming out, right? So everyone's saying, let's put the team first. So, I think with everybody from the captain to the big cat, all the top dogs, it trickles down. So if they're able to say, all right, if Cat's saying, okay, fine, I'm okay with not getting my shots, I'll do what I need to do so the team can win. If he's willing to do that, they're going to expect everybody else to fall in line and do the same. Right? And to me, I think that's the most important thing, is that everybody's on the same page, man. Everybody's on the same page, and I think that that's all that matters with this team. Okay, so Mike C says Shamit brings the veteran presence we've been missing. Right, agreed. My man Tim says Shamit is a sniper. He's playing with a lot of confidence, and that is a good look for our team, especially going into the second half of the season. I totally agree with you, sir. I totally agree with you. Time passes by. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live tonight, man. Truly appreciate it, man. Truly appreciate it. Time passes by. Says LV, man, love your show. You're a big fan. Yo, I try to, man. I try to read everybody's comments, man. I see you guys. You know, I try to go through here and give you guys a voice, man. Try to give you guys a voice. All right, so the music man says, don't forget to hit. Oh, of course, man. Of course, man. Everyone, please do that, man. Hit that like button for me. All right, Tim says, we don't need Giannis, man. We need someone to come that can play defense and give us some offense. Someone like Jaren Jackson, Triple J. I really like his game. Yo, Tim, with Triple J, he's making too much. That's too much. That's too big of a piece for us. Now, you know, of course, if this is just, you know, we picking dudes in the park. You know, out there at 55th or over at Baby Rucker where I used to play. You know what I'm saying? On 45th. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? We can pick him. You know what I'm saying? But nah, he's too expensive. He's too expensive. You know, I'm hearing a lot of names out there. I mean, I've been screaming for Sadiq Bey. I've been screaming for him. I don't even think we need Alvarado. I think if you continue to give Kolek minutes and let him play through his ups and downs, I think we're fine. But I think also, too, we do need a wing. And if you can get that kid, they were talking about the kid Messi, right? The big man, he's about 21 years old. If you could bring him along with a Sadiq Bey, or maybe you can get a package. I forget who mentioned him here. Someone mentioned here Najee Marshall. I love Najee Marshall. If they can get him, he's a perfect guy here. And he could be one of those kind of like those bullies that we need, right? And he could score, and he's got great size. How big is Najee Marshall? About 6'8", 6'9", right? So he will be a perfect piece to come off the bench, be a backup to OG. You can kind of monitor OG's minutes to where he can have the best version of OG for the playoffs, and you add on the scoring punch of Marshall, the defensive presence, and the size. I think that would be great. Now you have interchangeable wings. You got Shamit, you got Bridges, you got Marshall, you got OG. Of course, you throw Josh Hart in there. I think that'd be fabulous. We still haven't touched Deuce, so Deuce is still in the mix there. So now Cat's buying in, right? Mitch. Then maybe if you get the kid Missy from the Pelicans, you know, once again. So now we look like kind of like, you know, we look very imposing, right? So now we look like a team that can come out the East, which I think we beat. I think we beat Detroit. I think we beat them if you put those pieces in place. And that would be really, really good. Yo, BQ from BK, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big time win for them boys, 112 to 100, man. Landry Shamet, 23 big points. The scorer says, man, we're only paying Landry only $3 million. Yo, listen, man, we gotta give him a couple more years, man. What would you guys give Shamet? About 3 years? 3 years what? 3 years, about $5 million a year? I'm checking my team, man. Kids got this for me, man. Look at that, man. Well, how much would y'all give Shamet? I'll lock him in, man. I'll lock him in. He's a perfect bench piece, man. You don't have to go out and go shop for nobody. You got your guy. You got your bench piece, your bench production. There's no way. I'm bringing him back. I'm bringing him back. Tony says, if Luka was our point guard, he would average 20 assists a game easily. Yo, Luka's a problem, ain't he? Ain't a problem. Yo, Luka is, man, he make it. Listen, now you see where Brunson get it from, right? All that herky-jerky, step back, slow-mo stuff. He get all that from Luka. The game will get too easy for him. That's why, listen, you see how Luka plays? And you guys think, not you guys, and people out there think Larry Bird wouldn't be averaging 30 today. You know, Larry Bird played just like that. He played just like that. And about the same size. Larry Bird's like 6'10", man. They listed him at 6'9". I have plenty of dudes I spoke to that have met him and seen him. They said, yo, Larry's like 6'10". He said, Larry's like 6'10". So Larry Bird, he played just like him. Yo, Larry Bird be averaging like 30, man, today. Man, he be playing with these boys. That's Luka be doing the same stuff. He be moving the same way. He don't move fast at all. He be dragging, doing slow-mo stuff, step back three. You see the way Luka shoot? That's the same stuff. Larry Bird, go back. Larry Bird was doing the same stuff. That step back, crazy jumper. You like, yo, why can't nobody block that, right? Yo, Luka, man, he cold, man. He cold with it. Yo, BQ, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, BQ. BQ says, LV, man, once Deuce comes back, do you think Mike Brown will find minutes for Kolek by cutting into Deuce's minutes, or will Kolek fall back out of rotation? I think if he falls back out of the rotation, I think that'll be a bad choice. I think that'd be a bad choice. He's got to mix Mitch. He's got to mix him in somehow, some way. Somehow, some way. You need a ball handler for that second unit. The unit, when he's out there, is running fabulous, man. When he's out there, you got to find a way to play this kid. You got to find a way to play him. That's why he's a coach, man. He got to figure it out. But the way this kid is playing, like, look how he's been playing last couple of games, man. Look how he's been playing. How do you send him back on the bench? Like that to me is just coaching malpractice, man. Why would you do that? As well as this kid's been playing. I don't even count last year. I just don't because of Tibbs. And Tibbs nonsense. And I love Tibbs, but he's got that, Tibbs is kind of. This year is really like his rookie year. Like, to me, I feel like it. And he's really I feel like he's gotten through his sea legs. I love how he's running that offense, man. His passing is superb. I mean, he's throwing dimes out there, man. You saw the one joint he did when he kind of went up, faked it between LeBron and damn, man, I forget the kid's name. That's the number 36, man. He plays defense. You know what I'm talking about. He went up, faced it, swung it in the baseline. Who was swinging to? Was it Mikal or OG? They knocked down the three. Nah, that wasn't Hakamura. That was the other kid. Come on, man. Who's the kid play defense, man? You know what I'm talking about. He played with Boston. He swung at Josh. He swung at the Josh. But who tried to block it? That wasn't Nakamura. Who's the kid? What's the damn kid's name, man? I forget his name. He's played with Boston. Smart. BQ. Thank you, man. Marcus Smart. Thank you, Gravity. Thank you. Smart. Right. He swung it between them. Hit him baseline. Bang. Right. So stuff like that. The kid is, you got to play him more, man. Because my thing is, let's see what he has. Like, let's continue to harness that. He's our draft pick. We drafted the kid. Let's continue to have him grow. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's not, throw him back to the bench. Why would you do that, man? And he's playing really well. There's no way I do that. There's no way. He's got to figure out the minutes. But I play him. He's the first guard coming off the bench. He's starting that second quarter. Because that's perfect, too. Because also, too, what I love about him, he looks for Towns. He looks for Towns. He tries to make Towns get touches. These guys ain't trying to get Towns no touches. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, whatever. We're winning games, so who cares? But they're not even looking for Towns at all. At all. But at least with him, he comes out. He tries to find Towns for that pick and roll. Towns flashes in the middle for the big man post. He gets him, boom, and Towns is able to finish, right? I love that. But not just with Towns, but with everybody else. That one backdoor joint he hit with Bridges when he came to the middle, I didn't even see Bridges cutting baseline. He saw him, boom, hit him with that joint. I said, okay, this kid is running the offense, man. He's running it. And that's what you want for your second unit guy, man. Sim says, if we lose Mitch, what center would you want us to go after, LV, that can continue to help us be contenders? I think that's why they're looking at the kid out there in New Orleans, Tim. The kid Messi. I think that's why they're looking at him, because he's 21. He's big. He's about 7 feet, but he's active, too. He's active. He rebounds. He blocks shots. So I think they're looking at a piece like that, Tim, that they can probably help grow into maybe a Mitch. And I think that that's what they're trying to do. But I don't know. Big shouts to those guys over there at New York Post, Steph Bondy and those guys. I told you guys, I read a piece from him. He said he spoke to some executives, man. He said Mitch's market is not what we think. He's not going to be out there getting what iHeart got. That's not happening because he plays half of the time and he's injury prone. See, all that stuff matters. Just think of anything, guys, what you pay for, things that you want to invest in or whatever you want to buy. I'm not going to buy a car and it's working half of the time. There's no way. And the guy says, yo, I want 10 grand for it. My man, I'm going to give you 2,500. Like, ain't no way. And so you got to look at that, how they look at the NBA too. I'm paying a guy for 82 games. I'm not paying him to play 40. I'm not paying him for that, right? So that's where the number, shortens down for Mitch because, they don't believe that they can trust in him because he hasn't proven he could play a full, healthy season. So that's a major investment for a guy that doesn't score. He rebounds and block shots, and that's it. And he only plays 40-something games a year, 50 the most. There's no way you're going to get, a full product out or even full reimbursement for 82 games. You're not going to see that money back because he's not playing it. And so from what I'm hearing, from what I read, some execs, that's not his market, man. He might get 2 years, 36 million, something like that. So basically what he's getting now. So I don't know. So there's a good chance the Knicks could bring him back. There's a good chance. Okay, this girl says that play was actually Braun. It was Akamura. Okay, thank you for correcting me, sir. On Tyler when he drove bait. Thank you, this girl. Okay, I thought it was Marcus Smart. Appreciate you, sir, for that. Nick Yak says, and his defense has been great. Are you speaking of Tyler Kolek? Tim says Kolek and Diawara both need more playing time. They give effort, and that's all we can ask for. Listen, Tim, well said, sir. Vibes, you talking about Kolek? Kolek's been playing. I love Kolek, man. I love what he's got to play him, man. You got to play him more. He's still in development. And listen, play him through his mistakes. Like, let him continue to make mistakes. Let him continue to, play through that. And I think he'll be fine. But subbing him in and subbing him out and just not playing for 3-4 games, he's not going to get better like that. I listen, guys, I played you the clip maybe about a couple weeks ago. Remember what Austin Rivers said about what Joe Mazzulla was saying about players on the Celtics? He said, the only reason this guy's playing better is because he's playing. It's not practice habits. He's playing. That's the only way these guys get better is they got to play. That's exactly what the situation is with Kolek. And Diawara, too, like you mentioned, Tim. I love Diawara. I've been screaming for him for the longest. You saw him today, right? In 5 minutes, he's coming out, knocking down a three. Looks good moving his feet defensively. He's got the size and the athleticism. He passes the eye test when he walks through the door. Then you see him run down the court, dribbling the rock. You say, who's this big kid, man? He got to play, man. Now he's knocking down threes, and he's a playmaker at 6'10". We got to play that kid, man. We got to play him. And I mean, like, play him like he's got to get like 17 minutes a night. 15 to 17. Honestly, I'm even going 15 to 20 minutes a night. I would play that kid. Same thing with Kolek. And of course, game by game situation. If you feel like Deuce has got to go in tonight, then he's going to probably maybe give those guys maybe 10 minutes. I don't know, but those guys should be getting 10 plus minutes a game. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're two good players, and they're developing really, really well. Vob says he needs to play a point guard, not Deuce. He needs to play Deuce, but don't have Deuce running the offense. Like, don't have that. Like, that's not what Deuce does, man. Like, I mean? I love Deuce. I love him. But, man, do not put him out there to run that offense, man. We just look like we don't know what we're doing. When Kolek is out there, the offense is flowing. And then it's great for a guy like Cat. Because what you're seeing now, Cat, is he's also passing well from the top of the post, right? He's doing really, really well with that. But the key is you're giving him touches, which is keeping him engaged. And then he's finding other guys on back cuts. And then what I love what Kodak's doing is he's attacking the rack. He's forcing the defense in the way he can kick out. And now he's starting to knock down that three ball, which is even great. So now his game is developing. You're seeing it. Yeah, man, let's continue to watch him grow, man. Listen, guys, the playoffs are around the corner, man. The playoffs are around the corner. So we're going to need every single one of these guys, especially if we're all talking finals or bust, right? We need everybody to get there. This Grover. Mo needs to work on his handles and passing court vision, though. I am always a little nervous with the ball in his hands. This Grover, man, but that's why you got to play him. You got to let him develop this Grover. Let him play more, man. Like, we got the Wizards coming up, right? The Wizards, I think we got the Wizards Tuesday. We're down there in D.C. He should play a lot against them. He should play a lot, especially on that second unit against the Wizards. That's where you develop that, this Grover. That's where you develop that. The kid, how old is Diawara? What is he, 19? He's like 19 or 20? He's young. You see what he's doing out there, Disc Grover, and he's that young. But the only way he's going to play, based on what I played for you guys from Joe Mazzulla, what Austin Rivers mentioned Joe Mazzulla told him, he's got to play. That's the only way you're going to see anything from this kid. But you got to play him a lot, though, Disc Grover. It can't be in spurts. You got to give him at least 10. Honestly, how I feel, anywhere between 15 and 20 minutes a night. That's how it should be with the kid. That's how it should be. Lou Boogie says the Garden was live all weekend, right? From the fights. Word up, right? Yo, what's the name? Yo, he whooped up on Tiafomo. What Tiafomo? I can't say Tiafomo. Tio. That's all I'm going to say. Yo, Shakur Stevenson whooped him up, man. Bad. And Tio from Brooklyn, right? Ain't he from Brooklyn? Tiafimo. That's what he's from. Tiafimo. Yo, he's from Brooklyn, right? Yo, he get busy, man. He can fight. But Shakur was tearing him up, man. He looked like a little baby Crawford, man. He was tearing him up. Had him leaking out there and all that. It was bad. It looked like Rocky out there. I said, yo, he whipping him up bad. Who you want to see Shakur fight next? I'm getting my boxing bag. Anybody know I know the boxing game too, man. I do that pound for pound. I do all that. Yo, I want to see Shakur Devin Haney next. That's what I want. I want to see Shakur against Devin Haney. Shakur against Devin Haney. That's what I want to see. To me, the big fight, I don't think it'll ever happen. What I really want to see, Boots against Crawford. That's who I want to see. I want to see Boots getting there with Bud, but that ain't going to happen. Bud retired. Boots is a problem. Okay, Tim says Cat is out of sync because all the trade rumors, that's taking him out of his game. He needs to stop worrying and complaining and play his game. Listen, Tim, man, I agree with you, man. I mean, listen, he seems like he's locked in, though, Tim, man. He seems like he's locked in. You know, I think that would make anybody a little rattled, especially a guy like him that's got an ego. But I don't know if it's too much of that, though, Tim. I think it's the fact that he's not getting any touches, man. He's never played this way before. They got him doing things he's never done before, Tim, and I think that's a big part of it. I think if you want to do percentages, Tim, I think that's 70%, and the 30 could be, you know, him hearing his name circulating. But if he was getting touches, Tim, and putting up numbers, he wouldn't even care about that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's more of an ego thing with him because he ain't really putting up numbers. But it don't matter. He's still leading the league in doubles. He's still going to the All-Star game. This kid's gonna be a Hall of Famer, man. I mean, he's a hell of a ball player. He is. So, you know. But I don't think we make that move, though, man. There's no way, man. We're playing good, man. We're playing good. This is a team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. Why would you blow it up? Because that's basically what you would be doing for this guy. For the Greek Freak, that's basically what you would be doing. So why would you do that with a team that is still, what are we in right now? What are we, number 2 in the East still? Let me see the standings right now. Let me see the standings. Let me show we're number 2 right now. Yo, man, we're number 2. We're number 2 in the East right now. And we're actually 5 games back of Detroit. We're 31-18. Boston's 31-18 too. So we're right there, man. Why would you? And that's after a 9-game we were struggling that whole month of January. So why? I don't know. Why would you blow it up? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. Okay, so he's 20. He's gonna be 21 in April. This Grover. Okay. Okay, he's young guy, man. He's a young guy. He's gonna have time. Oh, Vibes, yeah. He tore him up, man. He tore him up back. Yo, did you see Vibes, you talking about pushing way back. You see what's his name? Big Baby Mitchell. He from Brooklyn too, right? So you see him get his hair weave knocked off? You guys see that? He got hit with an uppercut. His joint came flying off. That man weave. Y'all saw that? That was wild, right? That was wild. That boy got knocked out of his hairpiece. Yo, check this out. I want to show you guys something real quick. Something was played. I'm going to play it for you guys right now. Vince Carter was talking to Cat, right? Let me show you guys something, man. I wonder what he was saying. Vibes said, why we, yo, Vibes, I don't know, Vibes. I don't know why you want that. But that dude hit him with that uppercut, right, Vibes? That joint came flying off. Yo, Eric Green, he still Big Baby still won that fight? I thought he lost that, Eric Green. I thought he lost that fight. Yo, Big Baby's a good fighter, man. I always thought he was good. I thought what kind of derailed him. What's his name? His name Big Baby Mitchell, right? Is that his name? Yo, I think what hurt him was when he was supposed to fight Anthony Joshua and he failed the drug test. I think that's what hurt him. And it kind of just derailed his career. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what happened with him. Yo, look at Vince right here. Guys, take a look at this. Vince is talking to Cat. Look how he's talking to Cat, man. Watch this.
I want to know what you're talking about right here. What's going on? You poking him in the chest. Right, what's going on?
I said congratulations to you, first of all, and his ability to block out the noise and still become an all-star. And the one thing he said is like, you know what? Thank you. He said, I trusted in God and God got me. And I was like, yo, that's what it's all about. So the congratulations.
Why he was pointing it wasn't giving congratulations. It was giving, I want to know what you're talking about right here. What's going on?
See, Mello know how to make it hot. Brooklyn all day, see? Mello said, yo, but why you pointing at him like that? See, we from the hood. We know what time it is. When you do like that, you pointing at dude's chest, that's like you say you letting him know, like, yo, you gotta tighten up. Right? Let's watch it again. One more time. Mello making it hot right now. Watch how Vince talking to him.
You poking him in the chest. Right, what's going on?
I said congratulations to you, first of all, and his ability to block out the noise and still become an all-star. And the one thing he said is like, you know what? Thank you. He said, I trusted in God and God got me. And I was like, yo, that's what it's all about. So the congratulations.
Why he was pointing it wasn't giving congratulations. It was giving, I want to know what.
See. Mello, red hook, right? Red hook. Everybody from BK, let it be known. Let it be known if you're from Brooklyn up in here. Yo, Mello making it hot, right? Yo, what Vince is doing, that's he's doing a block, right? When you know things getting critical right now. Tim, you know what I'm talking about, Tim? When they be on you like that, you're like, oh, it's about to get critical right now. Yo, hold it down. It's about to get hot right now. Right? Mello, red hook, he let it be known. VQ, right? Mello making it hot. He let it be known, like, yo, why you pointing his chest like that, though? Why you doing that? Yeah, everybody from the hood, you know what that means. He telling them to tighten up. That's what he's telling them to do. He telling them block out the noise. That's not what he's telling them. That's he making it, you know, he keeping it PG for he keeping it PG for TV. You know that. Everybody know what he's saying to him. Right? Anybody from where I'm from, you know what I'm talking about. You know. I'm from uptown, but if you're from Brooklyn, you know, we all know the same language. That's why the city is beautiful, man, because we all know. You from Brooklyn, you know what that means. You from the BX, you know what that means. You from Q-Borough, you know what that means. Long Island, whatever. Y'all know what that means. You know what that means. And he told him to tighten up. He said, yo, you probably telling him, like, yo, you're an all-star, man. Don't let these dudes get you off your game. Yo, you got to tighten up. You know who you are. He probably in his face, though. That's why Melo said, "Yeah, but why you pointing at him like that?" Vibes, Brooklyn all day, yeah. So, vibes. Sister, that's a fact. Melo just letting the viewers know. Nah, right. Because Tim, Tim, if he telling him that, you know we telling him. Yeah, Vibes right. Tell him man up, man. Tell him tighten up. And you know what? Let me tell you something. Real talk. I love that. Because I'd rather that come from a dude like Vince and from like Melo than from the dudes in the locker room that's never accomplished anything. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like it's hard for me. I just think of anything in life, right? All y'all, everybody out there, man. Once again, I appreciate everybody coming through rock with me tonight. Everybody hit that like button for me, please. Just think of all of y'all, right? Everybody in here. It's kind of hard to take advice from somebody who hasn't accomplished what you've accomplished, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? So if Josh is coming to Cat and telling things to Cat gonna look at him like, yo, my man, you a journeyman in this league. You ain't even on my level. Even Brunson, he'd be like, yeah, you the captain on this team, but you just got hot when you came here. Nigga, I've been hot. Excuse me. Whoa, pause. And we lost it for a second. I wish I could bleep that out. Yeah, yo. I felt like I was on a block. You say to him, you tell Brunson, like, yo, my man, you ain't, boss, I was doing this way before you got here. Like, before you became a Knick, I was the man already. Like, you can't tell me nothing. Mike Brown tried to tell you something. You like, yeah, my man, knock it off. B, you done got fired 4 times. Like, no, them dudes can't really tell you nothing. They can, you listen, but it ain't the same. Like, it's just not. Now, when a cat like Melo and them dudes that you respect, that who did this, Vince was a top guy. You know who Vince was. People saw Vince later, but people forget what he was in Toronto. You forget Vince sanity was real. He was a monster. Especially coming out of UNC, he was a monster, right? So then you hear from a guy like them dudes, you can hear from them, man. You listen to them different because you respect their journey. Like, they understand what you've been through. Those guys are, remember, Vince was 100 million, 300, 200 million dollar guy. Same thing with Melo. Them dudes is different. So they're speaking, you guys are drinking from the same cup. They understand the where you sit at, the feet that you're walking in, the shoes you're stepping in. Excuse me, let me say that. Right? Yo, Vibes, that's right. Oh, even on the Nets too. I apologize. Thank you, Vibes. So those guys you respect more. So Vince can talk to him like that. He can do that, and so can Melo. But Josh and them can't. They haven't accomplished what he's accomplished, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. So you know what I'm saying? So it's those guys have lived it. No, yo. Music Man, agree. Best advice is advice. Right. They lived it, right? They lived it. So they know. Brunson, those guys, they ain't live it, man. They ain't never been. You understand what I'm saying? Melo and Vince, they were the guy, man. They were the guy. You gotta understand. Brunson came here, he just became the guy, man. He only got a couple years in. Knock on wood. Brunson tears Achilles next week or something like that. Knock on wood. He'll just have a couple of these couple of years to be known as the man. You know what I'm saying? When you got longevity, Towns has been doing this 10 plus years. Like, them dudes was the same way, 10 plus joints. They was the man putting up numbers. Those guys really understand what Towns is dealing with. So they can talk to him like that, and he can respect what those guys are saying. Right? Is there anybody on the Knicks right now? Brunson not there yet. Is going to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't think Brunson Hall of Fame yet. He got to tack on a couple more years. But I don't think Brunson Hall of Fame yet. Towns is a Hall of Famer. Vince is going to be in the Hall of Fame. Melo's already a Hall of Famer. Your ears perk up more. So that's why Vince could do that to him. You know what I'm saying? That was ill. Melo made it hot, though. Melo made it hot. That's Brooklyn all day. That's how y'all do, right? Yo, Brooklyn, y'all be making it. Y'all be making it hot, too. Y'all be making it hot out there. Y'all be making it hot. I told you our story, right? I got caught out there in Pink House one day. Crazy, man. Crazy. I went on. I made a bad move. I made a rookie move. Nah, let me not say that. I didn't make a rookie move. I didn't make a rookie move. I went out there with my man. You know what I'm saying? I went out there with him. We from uptown. Got my Pele on, you know what I mean? I got my construction on. So we go out there because he met a joint, you know what I mean? So we go out there, LV story time at LV. So now you know how the hallway is in the piece. So we go through there. Now there's nobody there. Because she told him, like, because she had a homegirl for him that we had met. But then we had met them all at the movies. Remember, everybody used to go to movies on 40 Deuce? If anybody know, you know, right there, right on 40 Deuce, right there by Port Authority, right? Back in the day. So we met him at the movie theater. This is eons ago now. I'm talking. I had the Pele on. So we go out there right now. She told us, yo, come at a certain time because ain't nobody really gonna be around. The dudes ain't gonna be around. So I asked him, I said, yo, you sure? You sure about this? He's like, yo, I said, I don't know, B. He said, yo, we good. I said, all right, man. My man, I'm gonna ride with you. So we go out there. So everything's cool. Ain't nobody out there. Nobody in the hallway. You know how the hallway is in a piece. You get the buzz, the door, steel door right there, bang, and got buzz you in. The hallway's right there. You see the mailboxes right in front or on the left, however the projects are. For this one, it was straight across. There's the elevators. 1, 2, 3. Doors open. Room, we good. Go up in there. I'm like, all right, we good. So then, I guess someone got word like, yo, you know how it is in the piece. Everybody know who coming to, yo, so somebody here. They know we from uptown. They know because we look different. Why? I look out the window, I start seeing dudes coming in the hallway. They coming in her spot because she don't live like on a 4th, 5th floor. So I see them coming through. So I say, yo, we got to move, B. We got to move. So all I hear outside her door is clapping. Yo, they got to come out sometime, B. Yo, they got to come out sometime, B. That's all I hear. I said, yo, it's crazy right now. So the girl went out there, had to calm him down, whatever. So she knew one of them. I guess she grew up with one of the kids. But they deep. They like 6, 7 of them in the hallway. It's a true story now. Right? So while she take them out, I put our jackets on. I tied my Timbs like crazy tight because you know we wore them loose. You know how we wear our Timbs. We don't wear them loose, so I had to tighten them things up, double knotted them and all that. So when they came out, yo, vibes. It goes when they came out, we shoot out the other side to go on the other side of the hallway to go down the staircase. So they say, yo, there they go. We booked. Boom. Remember, she only up 4 flights. She ain't that high up. So we jump from the top all the way to the bottom. Boom, boom, boom. We just hopping. And yo, we get out of there. Yo, B, we running. And they chasing us, but my man waved down the gas. And it was like one of them dollar joints. You know what I'm talking about? So wave it down. We hop in there, B. We close the door. I'm like, yo, get us out of there. One of the kids came and kicked the door. Boom. We got up out of there, B. But he was making it hot, just like our Mellow do. Yo, but why are you doing that, though? They said, yo, why they up in here, though? I say, clapping in the hallway. That's how it be, man. That's how it be. LV just had to give y'all story time, man. How them Brooklyn dudes be making it hot. All them cats from Brooklyn, you know what I'm talking about. Yo, vibes, yeah, word up, man. Yeah. I spoke about that last time, man. Yeah, that's heartbreaking, man. That's heartbreaking. That's why I got my triple fat goose, man. That's why my moms took me. That's why when I got that, man. That's heartbreaking, man. That's how it's about to be. Yo, it's about to be a wrap for our era, right? It was the best times, man. 80s and 90s, man. It was the best times to be a kid, man. Growing up. It's crazy. Crack era, but it was crazy. But it was fun, though, man. We had fun, though, man. Everybody knew the rules. Like, everybody kind of fell in line. If you wasn't really with the street stuff, which was cool back then, if you wasn't really with the street stuff, they ain't bother you. Because it was separate. If you wasn't with that, they understood that. They would be like, you know, the dudes on the block that was getting money, they'd be like, yo, go to school, man. Don't be acting up. They wouldn't really be like keeping you around that stuff. Because if they knew you were a good kid, you know what I'm saying? You guys was cool. They'd be like, yo, I remember times you be in the arcade and stuff like that. They put quarters up to you. Yo, here, go play the video game, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, yo, here's more quarters, get out of here. They'd be like that. The dudes on the block getting money. Because they knew you was good dudes. They knew you was real good kids. They ain't put you in the line of that. Now, if you wanted to play in them waters, that was different. That's when you wanted to swim with them sharks. That's how it was. But if you wasn't really part of that, they ain't include you in none of that. You know what I'm saying? They include you in none of that. TJ 1473, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, man. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live and my crew, man. This is what we do after every Knicks game, man. I truly appreciate you coming through rock with me and my crew, man. Please subscribe to the channel. Oh, you Uptown all day, man. You know that, man. Harlem all day. Wait, Vibes. They interviewed the owners where? Of the Coliseum? Yeah, that's sad, man. That's sad. That's sad, man. That's sad. It's a crazy time, man. Crazy time. That closing that down, that's like closing down 2/5. Or like closing down like Fordham Road. It's like that. Coliseum's iconic, man. You can't close that down, but that's what's going on, man. That's what's going on. It's kind of crazy, but you know, yo, man, times change, man. Times change. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, out with the old, in with the new, I guess. But I don't know what the new gonna be. What they gonna put over there? What they gonna put over there, man? It's crazy, man. Crazy, man. You know, it's you know, it's end of an era, man. I guess, man. Like I said, anybody from Queens, I used to go out there. I used to go to Green Acres. Let's go to the movie theater over there. I remember I had my birthday party. I got family out there. I went to my birthday party. Anybody know Green Acres? Right next to the Green Acres was the Red Lobster. That's where LV went, man. I went there for my birthday one time. My mom's took my whole family. We all went out there. Took me Green Acres to go shopping. Because I got family over there, so we always gonna link up over there. So took us someplace different, you know what I'm saying? From the city, from you know to the city. I say the city because you know uptown is, you know, that's Manhattan, but. So my mom's going to take us out to, like, you know, the suburbs, and, you know, Queens is supposed to be nice, you know what I'm saying? Because they got the houses and stuff. So she wanted to go out there. So I went out to the Red Lobster over there, right next to Green Acres. Remember back in the day, used to be Sizzlers over there too. Sizzlers. Remember that? You guys remember Sizzlers? Probably, you know, a lot of these young boys are going over their head, man. Yeah, yo, Tim, man, agreed, man. That's crazy, right, Tim? It's crazy. Crazy, Tim. Yo, I'm telling you, that's like closing 2/5. If you close all of 2/5, like the Coliseum, the same thing. That's like closing all of 2/5. Imagine that, Tim. Or you close the whole Fordham Road. That's crazy, man. How you do that? That's crazy. That don't make no sense. Crazy. BQ says I brought my first sheepskin from Delancey. Yo, word. Let's go to Delancey to get the leathers. I just go to Delancey to get the leathers. That's where I got my Pele from. I would always get my jackets from like downtown, like over by like West 4th. That's why I got my 2 Avorexes down there. When they first dropped. Remember they first dropped? It was like 500. Remember that? Let me tell you first. Show you the first one I got, man. See, this is what we do on LV Live Show, man. We have fun talking about the Knicks, then we go down memory road, man, since they closed the Coliseum, man. Yo, I got my Averex when they first dropped. When they first dropped, remember they was trying to bang you. Remember that? These banging dudes, right? They wanted like 500 for them jerseys. That's because Murder had it. Murder, me and Mace. That's because Mace had it. Mace had it in the video. Him and all them, they had him. So that's when they started like trying to bang you for those. I'm gonna show you what I had. I copped this joint. I'm gonna show you right now. That's what I had, and I had it. I'll show you right now. 1 second. Hold on. Remove this. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys real quick. LV had this right here. I had that. They wanted crazy. Like they was like, yo, I got that right here. That's what I got it when it first dropped. And they was like, yo, because my man had the black one. He had the black one with leather cream. He had the black joint. And I went, I got the red one. He had this right here. My man had this. He had this one. Right? He had that. So I went and got the red one. True story. They was trying to, Mike was trying to bang me like, yo, I want, 500. I said, 500? I said, you bugging. This ain't even on leather. This is varsity joint. He said, you're my friend. Pop said, you're my man. I said, I'm not paying 500 for that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Right? So then he's talking. We haggling because my man already got his. And then I said, yo, let me show you the other one I had because I got two that day, the same day. I got two that day. Because remember, once again, we ain't in a regular store. We downtown. Like, you know how them dudes are. They sell them jackets and stuff. You go up in the spot. You got to go upstairs. You know how they got wild leathers up there. You like, yo. So you could talk them down because they're not going, they're getting business, but not like that. So if you coming in there with hard cash, they going to rock with you. You never go in there with a card. You go in there with a hard cash. So you pull the money out. You're like, yo, I got this. Bang, bang. What we doing? Now, you don't really know how much you really got, but you pull out a couple of hundred and let them know like that's how you guess how you get them. Because then you say, because you put the money on the table, I put the money on the glass. Boom, right there. So what's up? If they're not going to take you, you're like, all right, I'm out of here. I'm taking my bread. I'm going. Because you go right down the street to another leather spot. They're going to do that deal. You know that. And they know that too. So that's how you can get them. So let me show you the one right here. I just found it right now. So I got this one, but I got it in a navy blue. They got it in a black here, but I'm gonna show you what I had. I'll show you right now. So I say I got both of the jackets. Right? Got both of them. So this one right here. Right? So I got this one too. I got both. That's like a varsity. That's not the leather. I got that in navy blue. Right? So I had the red one I just showed you, and I had that on the table. I said, look, yo, this ain't even all leather. You trying to bang me for 500. This is just half leather because it got the leather cream sleeve, and I got right. So I said, so look. I said, nah. I said, boom. I said, I'll give you 250. I give you 250 for that with the leather. I give you 200 for this, 225. He's trying to get me for this 300. I said, you bugging. I said, it's not even leather. I said, yo, it's a varsity jacket. I said, yo, my man, it was old navy blue. I said, yo, I'm out of here. So I grabbed the bread. He said, he ain't grabbed me. He said, my man, try to grab my jacket. I said, yo, my man, I'm not doing this. He said, okay, my friend, because he seen me pick up the money. He said, okay, go take it. And I put the money down. Boom. I didn't even need no receipt. I already had everything, put everything in a bag. Boom, I'm going like a thief in the night. That's how I did it. True story, both of those jackets. Now, back then, remember, them joints was like, the leather was like 500. That joint right there, that varsity is about 350. So that's easily $1,000 right there, right? But I got them joints at half the price. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. Ain't no way. Back then, because I'm going back now. This is back. And what year is this? This has got to be about 9-8? Not even 9-9, I think 9-8. Because I'd advancing too. I'm advancing also. That was about 9-8, right? Wasn't that 9-8? That's about 9-8, right? I'm trying to remember the years, but that's when it was. It wasn't 2000 yet. It wasn't 2000 yet. You know what I'm saying? So because that's when all them joints dropped. But I remember that. I remember he was trying to get me, man. I was like, yo, you bugging out. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm doing that. Ain't no way. Because they try to get you like that. You guys know that. You gotta talk to him, man. And I had this one too. I had this Vanson too. I had this Vanson joint. I had this one too. I talk him down too because they try to get you. But remember, this is when all that stuff was out. I got this too. Because I was working with my pops during the summer. So when I was in the summertime, I worked with him. And I had this joint too. I had this one. I had this one right here. And they was trying to bang me, talking about like $650. I said, you bugging. I play like $350 for that. $350. Gotta put the money on the table. That's the only way they're gonna respect it, because they know you coming in with hard cash. You know, other dudes coming in with like cards. And so I'm not paying card for that, because that's how you gotta talk to them. Because then they know you're gonna go down the block. They're gonna get it. They're gonna give you that. They're gonna give you that. They're gonna do that deal. So they ain't getting bread like that. Some dudes coming in with cash like that, hard cash. You're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? You guys know how it is in the city. That's how you gotta talk them down. 9798, yo, vibes. That's what I'm talking about. That's how it was, vibes. That's how it was. Music Man PK says, I grew up in Queens. My mom used to serve. Oh, word? Yo, that's wild, B. Yo, word? Yo, that's. Come on, man. That's you know what I'm saying? That's the Teflon Don right there, man. That's the Teflon Don right there. No vibes. Yeah, nah, vibes. Them joints is expensive. Vibes. I only got it because I work with my pops during the summer. So I was working with my pops. My parents let me stack on my bread because I was in college at the time. So they was like, yo, I'm not buying your clothes. Because remember back then, how it was, you had those. Remember you had the Timbs, right? You had the macaroni and cheese joints. You had the Vances. Remember you had all that stuff. Then you had what was the other joint? You had the Eddie Bauer jackets. Remember that? You know what I'm saying? Then you had remember they had the Helly Hansen. Remember the Helly Hansen jackets, the rain jackets. You had all that stuff back then. So them joints is expensive. So my parents, they deaded me. They was like, yo, we're not paying that, because we were helping you go to college. Like, so I was like, all right. My pop's like, you want to buy your stuff? Yo, you don't have to work. So I was like, all right, cool. So I would work the whole summer just to get my gear from school. So that's when I would get my leather. You guys know you get your coats and your leathers in the summer. That's when you do that. That's when you come off on the deals. You get your boots and all that in the summer. That's when you do that. I'll go up to Woodbury Commons. You guys remember Woodbury, right? Go to Woodbury. That's where you get the Timbs. I would never pay full price for my Timbs. Never. I would take the bus up there. Me and my mans would go up there, and I would get Timbs. You know, Timbs back then was like $1.25. Yo, true story. I would get Timbs up there for $50. I found the Chuckers up there for $39. The all black Chuckers. That's when you would get it in the summertime. I got the beef and broccolis up there for like $45. I got the macaroni and cheese up there for $70. I remember in the city, they were selling them joints for $1.50. I got the Constructs. Remember, the Constructs was easy, $1.25. I got the Constructs for like $80. That's how you do that in the summertime. You get your joints in the summer. Bro, Tim, you was up there, Tim? Yo, Tim, that's still the wave, Tim. That's still the wave up there. That's where I went, Tim. That's why I would go in the summer. I would go up there, and I would get all my joints in the summer. So vibes, this joint was expensive, but that's how I would shop. That's how I would get all my stuff. So I had all my stuff, all my winter stuff, my North Face, all that. Remember the bear coats? Remember the bear coats? Not the first down, but the bear coats. I had the bear coat, and I had my mom's got me first down. I wasn't feeling that, and then I got me the North Face. So I got all that stuff in the summertime. Got my Helly Hansen rain jacket. I had all my stuff. And remember everybody's shopping Nautica too, right? So you get that. So I was good for the school year. I didn't have to shop no more. And then the rest of the bread that I got from my pops, I have to keep that in the bank, because, you know, my parents, you know, they ain't have, so they're not going to be giving me money every 2 weeks. So I had to do that. And then also too, when I worked on campus at school, I used to work at Foot Locker. My man got me a job there, so I would get sneakers off half price too. I was hustling, man. I was grinding. Yo, man, listen, this stuff's expensive. You got to get deals, man. So I would get my sneakers. I get my Jordans like, I'm bugging, not Foot Locker. I worked at Lady Foot Locker because they couldn't give me a Foot Locker. But he said, yo, but I know the manager of Lady Foot Locker. So they got me there. And I worked downstairs, Lady Foot Locker. He worked upstairs. So he got me hooked up like that. And so then I would go up to Foot Locker to get half off on the sneakers. So I knew when all the Jordans was dropping before they came. So I would get there before everybody else. I was grinding, man. That's how I was doing it, man. Try to keep up. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was, man. Simpson, that's what my talking game was crazy. They felt it every time. If it was 500, I got 350. Yo, that's what I'm talking about, Tim. You got to do that, Tim. They try to bang you in the head with that. You know that. They try you like, yo, my man, you bugging. You bugging. They try to tell you some wild price, Tim. My friend, oh, my friend, no, 350, no, my friend, I can't do it, my friend. I'm like, yo, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm not paying that. Then they get mad. Then they go, here, take it. Yeah, here's the money. Boom, I'm out of here. I don't want no receipt. I don't need no receipt. They fit. I know what it is. And that's it. That's how it would be growing up, man. If anybody know, man. See, we went down, we got nostalgic for a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? They're closing, they're closing, they're closing all these stores, Coliseum. It's about to be a wrap, man. It's crazy. Yeah, vibes, Woodbury, that's the spot, man. Yo, you come off in Woodbury. You come off crazy. I'll be up there getting jeans. I'll be getting jeans for like $9. Crazy. Getting jeans for like $9, B. Because you go to Dr. J's and all that, they try to bang you for like all them jeans, man. I'm like, yo, my man, I'm not paying $80 for these. Like, I'm not doing that. Or VIM, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. The only thing I ever pay full price for, only thing, because I can't find them anywhere for cheap. The only thing I pay full price for, and I still get them today, is my Ace Solos. That's the only thing I pay full price for. They don't go on sale nowhere. You got to go to certain spots to get them. They don't just sell them any place. You got to go to certain spots uptown to get them. That's the only thing you can only, they don't sell them everywhere like Tim's. They don't go like that. You got to go to certain stores to sell them. Ace Solos. That's it. That's the only thing I pay full price for. But then again, remember, they last too. Them joints last. I get mine. Like they last for like a couple of years. You don't wear them every day. You know what I'm saying? But them joints, they cost. They cost bread. So look at that, man. We going down memory lane, man. See, that's why I love rapping with y'all, man. We can talk about everything, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Our era is about to be over for our era, man. It's about to be over. It's about to be over for our era, man. It's crazy. Crazy. I told you, man. Young kids today, man, telling they hit me when they said I ain't even unk status no more. I'm OG. All right, guys. So listen, let me bring up the coach here to discuss talk about the game. I think Mike Brown's coming around a little bit. I think he's kind of starting to get his footing a bit, but he had to, because I think he started feeling the heat. You know what I mean? So that's good to see. You know what I mean? Because once again, like I told you guys, they walking in here. This team is a 51 team just starting the season. That's how good of a team we are. So if you come in here and you drop the ball on this, you know what I mean? Like you got a major problem. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that. Hold up here. Fix this. Excuse me. I think that if you come in and you drop the ball on this, you got a major problem as a coach. And so this is an easy fix, man, for this team, man. So I think that's what he's had to do. And I think he felt the pressure, man. I think he felt the pressure. The heat was on, because James Dolan ain't trying to hear that. They put too much money into this team, man. So they're not trying to hear that. So you better make it work. And he's figuring some things out, man. So you got to be happy with that. Let's hear from the coach, man, regarding tonight's game.
So we talked about those things at halftime to our guys. And I said, the last thing I did say to them was, we were 1 for 5 in the 50-50 balls in that second quarter, and that's a telltale sign of where we're at defensively. And to our guys' credit, there were 7 50-50 balls in the second half, and we got all 7 of them. So that, to me, showed our guys what the difference in the ball game was in terms of our attention to detail and the game plan and getting after it when we needed to. Our low man was fantastic. Jalen ended up picking up a charge because he was in the right spot on Luka. So
okay, so he's talking about how they got after it defensively, man, and I think that's key. I think that to me was the biggest thing. You gotta understand, like they shut them down in the second half, man. You gotta understand that in the third quarter they only gave up 26 points in that fourth quarter. They only gave up 18 points. So that's a big part of the game, man. That's really what shut them down. They got after it defensively, then offensively they started knocking down shots. And like I mentioned to you guys earlier, the third quarter is when they won that game, 38-26. And so that was big. That's major for this team, man. And they're getting after it defensively, but I think it's a lot of guys like Shamit. OG is stepping it up on that end. I think McKellar's also playing well also. And I think it's taking like a team effort from everybody. You know what I'm saying? Which I think is extremely, extremely important. Guys are buying in, man. So, whatever they said during that team meeting obviously helped, right? So you gotta commend those guys for that. But they look like a team, man. They look like a team. They're playing together as a team. So you got to be extremely, extremely happy about that. All right, so let's listen to the coach again regarding tonight's game.
To go back to Lynch really quick, you've always spoken highly of him, even back at camp. When did you know that he would have the type of role that he's had on this team? Did you have an inkling about that in camp? Was it once the regular season started rolling? I guess, where did you see this guy as somebody that you can trust on for big minutes and big kind of roles on both sides of the ball each night?
When I watched tape before I got the job, I was a fan of his. I just saw things that he did out on the floor last year that I was like, wow, this guy could be really good on both ends of the floor. And that was something that I came in saying during my interview process.
Wow. Okay. So he was obviously a fan of Shamet, right? So, I mean, it's showing proof, man. I mean, listen, he plays Shamet a lot, which I think Shamet deserves. And he's been stepping up to the plate, man. Shamet's been playing really, really well. I think he's secretly or quietly, let me say that, becoming one of like our better role players coming off the bench, right? I'm not going to say he's more important than Mitch. I'm not going to say that. But I think he might be neck and neck, like with Deuce, like as far as the importance of, because you saw how different of a team we was when he wasn't playing, coming off of the bench. Because the key is with those guys coming off the bench, right, guys? And I've mentioned this to you before. When Brunson sits down, everything should keep flowing. We should not remain stagnant, and we should not be in a situation to where the offense just takes a hit and we're just not playing as well. We got to keep it going. So when Brunson comes back in, we're ready to put more pressure on them, right? But we should not skip a beat. And I think what Shamet does is he allows that. And then also, too, with the ascension of Kolick, that's also helping here, right? So, I mean, once again, right, that, I hate to sound like a broken record, but that's why it's criminal what Tibbs did to this guy last year, man. How he didn't play this kid really in the playoffs. Imagine what Shamet is right now, him giving that to us last year in the playoffs, what that would have been, man. Imagine that. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, let's listen to Josh talk about tonight's win. Josh played really well tonight, too, man. He played really well. At 20 points, quietly at 20 points tonight. What else was his stats, too? His stats were also, Josh had 24 rebounds and 3 assists, man, and 2 assists, excuse me. He shot 8 for 11 from the field, 3 from 4 from 3. I think Josh is shooting like 40% from 3 this year, man. I think it was this Rover that said his finger being messed up is making him a better 3-point shooter, man. This is probably his best. Would you guys say this is probably his best offensive year? Not his best year. I think last year was probably his best season. But I think offensively, this is probably one of his best, if not his best offensive season, especially how he's been knocking it down from 3. So listen to Josh Hart.
Josh, when the scoring's so balanced like it was today, what does that do for the team?
Yeah, I think that's what we're capable of. We have great depth. We have guys who can knock down shots, guys that can play make. It's not always going to be JB or Cat's night, but we have enough guys to, obviously score points. But it shows that we don't have to force anything.
Josh, when the scoring.
Agreed. Well said by him, man. Josh Hart, the heart and soul of the Knicks. Agreed. It's not going to always be Brunson's night or Cat's night. So guys got to step it up. And I think that that's a big major part to this team, and we got to be a total team. That's how we're going to beat teams, and that's how we're going to win in the finals. The beauty of OKC is it's so many different guys that can really hurt you. That's what makes them a complete team. And so that's what we're kind of searching for and shooting for. And I think that that's very important what he stated. You know what I'm saying? And just continue to build on that, man, because listen, man, everybody's got to be involved. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got to be involved. And I think that that's the key, just with everybody, how far we can go today. It's just far today, how far we can go in the playoffs and stuff like that. Because that's really what we're shooting for, guys. We're not shooting for anything else but that. And that's the goal here with this team, is to make it further than how they made it last year. All right, guys, let's listen to Shamet and what he stated. Because Shamet looked like a school teacher, man. See him? He's like one of my professors, man, in college, man. Look at him. Let's listen to Shamet.
What has it meant to you to be trusted down the stretch of all these games lately?
Great. We're all going to need it. It's going to be somebody. I've been saying it. It's going to be somebody different every night. We know that, and we have a group who's bought into that. So it's about all of us buying in and doing what we can on a night-to-night basis, knowing it might look a little bit different. We got a locker room full of guys who want to win and are willing to sacrifice for one another.
What does it mean to you?
This is another guy that I'm hearing buy in. Like this is like this. I guess this is. I don't want to say this is the coach, but I think that's the message that's been like kind of hammered home here for the last couple of weeks, especially because of how they looked in January. And like Shaman saying, it's gonna be a different guy every night, right? And I love that he stated that. But the buy-in piece is kind of makes me raise an eyebrow because I'm like, yo, these guys should know. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know if it's guys just didn't really believe in the system. I don't know what it is because we heard the same thing from Bridges, right? So, and we heard the same thing Mitch stated too. So I think these guys just basically had to get on the same page here. Obviously, guys have different egos, different, you know, from Cat, of course, we know that. And of course, you know, Bridges mentioning it. I'm sure also too with Brunson. I'm sure, you know, stuff with Josh. So I think it's everybody. And I think that everybody now seems like they're on the right path. Even Mitch stated it, right? So I think that's what had to happen, and I think that's what these guys are doing right now. Everyone's on the same page, obviously, and I think that that's going to continue to contribute to winning. And to Josh's point, and now Shamit's saying it, you know, it's going to be a different guy every night, and so that's what they have to be okay with, and I guess have that buy-in that it may not be your night tonight, and that's okay, but it doesn't matter because you know we got the win, and that should all be the main thing that we focus on regarding trying to get wins here. That's it. Okay, here. Let's hear from the captain, man, talking about Landry Shamet. Shamet's a good piece, man. I mean, listen, I didn't see. I got to take a look. I'll see if you guys put up what you think they should sign Shamet for. Because I think we should definitely re-sign Shamet. I don't think we should let him walk at all. And if Mike Brown is still here, which I believe he will be, I don't think he gets fired, of course. But I think if he's here, I think he's going to really push to keep Shamet here and give him a nice little deal. Let's hear from the captain.
Whenever did he know that Landry would have the type of role he's had for this team? And he said before he took the job, he was watching the film. He's like, I want to play this guy. And he said he went into his head coaching interview talking about utilizing Landry. I guess you guys have always spoke so highly about him, but what is it about him that allows him to float in seamlessly, no matter who he's playing with, and just his mentality that he brings each and every day?
True professional. He comes in and works every day. Do what's asked of him. He's just, like I said, a true professional, and it's been a blessing to play with him. Obviously, last year and this year with got a little banged up, but now he's back. He's healthy. Putting his body on the line every single night is exactly what we need. So it's a pleasure playing with him.
One thing the captain said, which I love, is that he says he's a pro. And that's it. And that's what you want on this team. You want a whole bunch of pros who know their job and know what to do. Like guys aren't focused on anything else but just winning games, man. And at this point in a lot of these guys' careers, especially a guy like Cat's been there 10 years, Josh has been there 9 years, Mikal Bridges, all these guys, OG's won a championship. Remember, he was on that team, that Toronto team that won it. So all these guys want to get back to that point. So they're at the point now where it shouldn't really matter about stats and all that other stuff. You just want to win, man. You just want to win because they're all in their prime. All of these guys are in their prime. So right now, that should be the focus. And maybe that's what the whole buy-in means. So I love that the captain said that this guy's a professional, man. He's a pro. And the beauty of him is that he's going to come. You don't have to tell Shamet to get ready to play. He's going to be ready to go. And I think that's all that matters. Period. That's all that matters. And so, he's been a big piece to this team, man. So it's really happy with his production so far this season. All right, let's listen to the big cat, man. Listen what he has to say regarding tonight's win. Okay.
There was some anticipation for today with the possibility that this could be LeBron's last game at MSG. What's it been like?
I feel like we've been saying it for the last 6 years.
Right.
as he walks into his 22nd straight All-Star, I'm not even a quarter of the way there. But he's that's one of the best players we've ever seen play basketball, and I'm not afraid to say that. And I think anyone who isn't willing to say that obviously is not in the right set of mind. He's one of the best players that ever played this game, and to anytime you get to lace them up and you get to go out there and play against them, it's special. You know, like you said, you never know when it's the last game, but you know, right now in the present, there is more games to come, and you got to enjoy these moments when you get to step on the floor of greatness.
Well said by Cat, man. His media training is top tier, isn't it? Well said, man. Breaking down about the King, man. You know what I'm saying? LeBron and him, this possibly being his last time he plays the Knicks at the Garden, man. You know, I think he's coming back still, but well said by the Big Cat. Well said by the Big Cat. Okay, BQ says, I feel OG should have gotten the All-Star nod over Norman Powell. I don't know about that. Powell's been playing really well for the Heat, man. And he's been playing well the last couple of years, too. Remember, he played really well with the Clippers, man. They thought he was going to make the All-Star team out there, too. He's been playing well, man. So, BQ, man, I love OG, man. He's got to be more consistent, BQ. You know what I mean? Because, like, now you say he's getting busy offensively, right? Then Monday, he will score only, like, 3 points or 4 points. You're like, yo, OG, man, what are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? He does that. Or then he's like slacking defensively. You know what I'm saying? So he's got to be a little bit more consistent. Like the really good players, BQ, like when they step on the court, you could put it in a marker in the book. What I'm gonna have. Put in marker. Well, Melo, you know what Melo get anywhere between 26, 27, 28. Book it. Put it in the marker. I'm getting 28 tonight. You know what I'm saying? LeBron, you know what it is. I'm getting 25, 7 assists, 8 rebounds. Put it in the book, right? Those are the dudes. You see Luka, he averaging 33, right? You put in the book, I'm getting 28 tonight. In marker. Like, you don't got to change it. You know what I mean? You need to be that type of guy. You need to be that type of guy. Right now, because of the offense, the way things are rolling, Cat's not getting his numbers, but if you put it in a book, Cat getting 21 and 10. That's it. In the marker, 21 and 10. That's it. OG got to get to that point to be in that conversation with those guys. Brunson has been doing it now for the last 3 years with us, right? So where you put in the book, he's getting 25, easy, right? That's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. So you got to have the longevity to be able to do that for 82 games every year, right? So it's cool to do it for like 20 games, 30 games, but does OG have the stamina, right, to be able to hold that consistency of play for 82 games, BQ? So it's not so much it's the stamina, man. These guys got the stamina, continue to push shots up and make it at a high clip, like a KD. You know, these guys, Devin Booker, these guys are just phenomenal at what they do. And so that's the thing with OG. Can he maintain the stamina for 82 games to be consistent and also to shoot at a high clip to where your percentages are high? You know, you're shooting 52% from the field, 40% from three, averaging 25 a night. Like, that's what these guys are. You know, that's what, you know, Cat comes through. You know, when he came to the Knicks, 50, 40, 90. That was you book it. That's what he was getting every year, basically. That's really, really hard to do, BK. Really, really hard. That's why these guys are getting $60 million a year. These dudes are so good. You know what I'm saying? And so you saw Luka tonight, man. He up there laughing at these dudes, man. You saw him? He's playing with these cats. And these are the best ball players in the world. He running circles around them dudes. He was taking, BQ, just think about this. Oh, we got another slip up. Think about this stuff, right? He was taking fallback threes and splash. It wasn't even hitting the net. It wasn't hitting the rim. He looking at Josh like, come on, man. Just fall away three. Splash. And I was like, come on, man. He did a pirouette. A spin, step back, shot at three, looked at Spike. That's how nice these guys are, man. That's how nice they are, man. OG, he gotta be up there like that. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't there yet. And I love OG, but he ain't there yet. He's just not. There's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? So. But listen, guys, it's late. Great win. We all got to get back to the grind on Monday, man. So we get the Sunday scaries is what they call it, getting ready for tomorrow, man. I get back to the grind. But it feels better when you have a great win like the Knicks had tonight, man. They go to 31-18 on the season, 6 in a row by beating the Lakers tonight, 112-100. I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Also, too, subscribe to the channel. And when you do subscribe to the channel, right, hit that bell icon, right, to get all notifications on all my shows. All right. Also, to leave comments because I do respond to comments. All right. But I appreciate everybody coming through, rock with me. I will be back Tuesday to discuss the Washington Wizards game. So please come through and check it out. All right. Listen, I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out of here, people. Peace.